The NBA is expanding, James. They are going to potentially add 2 new expansion franchises to the NBA. The owners are going to talk about it this offseason. Now, before we go into what that's going to mean for the NBA and what the potential cities might be, if you are not already, make sure you subscribe to Big Game Energy here on YouTube. Get us over there on Instagram. Get us over there on TikTok. Show us some love. We're dropping content all off season long for NFL, and we are going to be hot on NBA and college basketball in the meantime as well. So, James, it came out this week that the owners of the NBA are going to decide this offseason if they're going to expand from 30 to 32 teams. Now, before we talk about what cities those are going to likely be, what are your thoughts on this expansion? And if you got to pick, James, what cities would you like to see the NBA expand to?
Yeah, no, hearing this news, I'm not going to lie, Spence, being, you know how it is, an old timer now, it feels like we've had 30 teams for a while. This is going to feel really weird to me. It was just like when the OKC Thunder, it was like, this is a weird looking logo. This is a weird looking team. And they look, now they're the champs. So anything can happen. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little weird with 32 teams. But hey, at least I will remember, hey, 32 teams in NBA, 32 teams in NFL. Because I always get sometimes you get dyslexic, you're like, man, is there 30 NFL teams and 32 NBA teams? Now everyone's 32, 32. Great, we get that over with. But Spence, the cities that I've seen be listed as potential sites. Obviously, the number one answer is Seattle. You got to bring back Seattle SuperSonics. That is a no-brainer. But number two, everyone thinks it's going to be these lovely cities, these lovely out-of-country cities. No. I'm going to go with what I think should be reasonable. If you're going to add one expansion team, if I said Seattle on the West Coast, I'm going to add one on the East Coast. Give me Virginia Beach, man. I'm biased, man. I want Virginia Beach to have an NBA team. Why? Because I don't want to drive 5 hours to see the effing Wizards play. You think I want to watch god dang Trae Young and AD, man, don't even play? Hell no. Put a team in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Get that thing popping.
Man, you're meaning to tell me you don't want to watch Alexander Sarr and Bubba Carrington?
Man,
disrespect.
No. Disrespect is coming right here, man. But no, like I said, in a perfect pairing, you get one on the West, one on the East, and that's fine. Because I know what your answer is going to be probably. And I wouldn't blame you for the two sites.
The two most likely cities for it to be, everyone is speculating it. You mentioned Seattle. We got to get the Supersonics back. We got to get them back. But the other one, it's seeming pretty obvious to me that it's going to be Las Vegas with the fact that they have the in-season tournament there. We have Summer League there. We have the occasional All-Star game there. To me, it's inevitable that Las Vegas will get a team. So if we're adding 2 teams to the West, that means we got to kick someone that's existing in the Western Conference right now over to the East. There's a really easy team to move to the East just for geography's sake. And that is the Memphis Grizzlies. It makes sense to move them out of the Western Conference to the East. And so now you have 16 and 16. All right. They would probably slot them into the Southeast Division. And then in the West, you're going to have to shuffle the divisions up a little bit also. Here's the division I think that would be the best. I think you move the Thunder out of the Northwest Division. You move it to the Southwest. And you add the Vegas franchise to that group as well. You put the Seattle franchise, you put that in the same division as all the California teams, all those teams that ride the West Coast. You have a 6-team division in the West, on the West Coast, and you have a 6-team division in the East, wherever you move the Grizzlies to. That would be the best way for this to work. Or maybe you can take the NFL route and go to 8 divisions and 4 in each and make it work that way. But we know basketball in NBA, divisions don't really matter anymore ever since 2016 when they kind of made division winners. Basically, they're obsolete except for when it comes to scheduling and the occasional tiebreaker. Other than that, they pretty much don't matter anymore. So who cares about NBA divisions anyways? But geographically, it makes so much more sense for the Grizzlies to be in the East, and you add the Seattle franchise and you add the Las Vegas franchise.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. 2 things I was thinking about because it reminded me, if we bring back Seattle, remember, because you know how like the Houston Oilers went to Tennessee are they going to be called Seattle SuperSonics, and will their logo change? That's the one question I have, because of course that franchise went to OKC. But number two, if it was me, Spence, on a geographical location site, I would actually move the T-Wolves to the east. If it was me, have them paired with that Bucks division. That would be me, just because how close Milwaukee, Minnesota, and those teams are. Even if they went to the four like division teams like they do in football, that would be insane to see the Rockets, like you mentioned, play Spurs, Mavs, and probably the OKC Thunder, because obviously those reasons. Matter of fact, Spence, what would you name the Vegas team if you had to guess?
That's a great one. How about we keep it in the same kind of realm as the Golden Knights, their hockey team that they got recently,
Okay.
similar to the Raiders. Let's think of some kind of how about the Las Vegas Spartans?
Spartans. Okay, there you go.
Something like that. Some kind of warrior, right? If you have the
Yeah.
Golden Knights, you got the Vegas Raiders. All right. I still to this day don't know what an athletic is.
I don't know either. I definitely don't know.
If Vegas is coming up, so we got to get them in line with something battle oriented.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Spartans.
If it's me, I'm gonna go a different path. It's gonna be a simple, soft name. Give me like the Vegas Stars. I don't know why I'm thinking Stars for some odd reason. I think about the Las Vegas Aces, and I'm like, that kind of ties in with obviously the theme of Las Vegas of gambling. Stars, man, I don't know. I don't know if you played a lot of slot games. You see how many you get all the lights, the stars light up. You get the light. Yeah, I think I like the stars, but like I said, I like the warrior thing. That's a little more tougher. Like I said, stars a little more soft, but yeah.
But y'all let us know in the comments, what would y'all name the expansion team in Las Vegas? And what do you think about the NBA potentially expanding to 32 teams with a franchise in Seattle and Vegas? Y'all let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time on Big Game Energy.